Good morning, Baltimore. I'm at Morgan State University. The haves versus the have-nots. The haves versus the have-nots. It's Morgan State. How you doing? How you doing? This is Morgan State's leadership in civil rights from 1947 to 1963. Y'all stopped doing civil rights in 63. This is Morgan State's leadership in the civil rights movement. All right? You see that? This is your leadership in the civil rights movement. Open the store doors. You feel me? Northwood movie row ends. All right? I came up here to say this. All right? Martin Luther King wrote letters from a Birmingham jail. He talked about the haves versus the have-nots. And y'all are the haves, and y'all shitting on the have-nots. Y'all want to put up a fence and a gate to keep Baltimore out of here, but Baltimore built up Morgan State University. Morgan State alumni. If you go to Pastor Heber Brown, I gave him a blueprint. I gave him a booklet. And he was going to give it back, but that describes the haves and the have-nots. Contact Pastor Heber Brown. Contact your alumni, because y'all are shielding this corruption. Y'all using y'all's black faces, y'all black degrees to separate yourself from the black community. The haves versus the have-nots. You feel me? Our civil rights is for all of us, not just the ones with money. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and you made our black community the cash crop. You feel me? You made our black community the cash crop. Support the students. You need to support the community, because the community is the students. You feel me? You need to support the community. Students continue to be jailed in segregation. But we locked up behind the war on drugs. 218 students arrested. Martin Luther King told y'all about boycotting, told y'all about sit-ins. Well, the same thing going on now. We do these active participants in the community. You feel me? We're active participants in the community. The students need to stand up and talk about ending the war on drugs. The war on drugs is one of the biggest problems in our black community that separates the haves and the have-nots. The war on drugs sends our youth and our underclass to jail instead of these institutions of higher learning. And like I said, these is the haves versus the have-nots. You feel me? And this is the walls of Morgan State. These are your fraternities. You know what I'm saying? Your fraternities and your sisters, your sisterhood. While they thrive, we dying out here. You feel me? While they thriving, we dying. How you doing?
Good morning. Hi, Soju. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Go walk through.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a little documentary about the haves and the have-nots.
I know that.
You know about the haves and the have-nots?
Only the one you saw on TV. What you gonna tell me about it, sir?
The haves and the have-nots is far. Do you know me?
You look familiar. I don't.
I'm Shorty.
Shorty.
Yeah, I'm Shorty.
Hi, Shorty. How you doing?
The barbecue guy, the one to do the mic check, all that. I'm an activist in Baltimore.
Yes.
And they locked me up for my activism.
I've heard.
I put a toilet in front of the courthouse because it deals with Public Accommodations Act, Martin Luther King, the right to use the bathroom.
Yes.
I put that toilet in front of the courthouse to expose the corruption and mass incarceration in our prison industry. If I go to jail, I got to share that toilet with an inmate. Now they trying to lock up our sons, our daughters, and they trying to do it again with these new juvenile justice laws. Nobody want to talk about ending the war on drugs, but that war on drugs is what's supplying our prison industry. You know what I'm saying? Our kids get the penitentiary. White people get treatment in Wyoming. You know what I'm saying?
My kids need treatment. I'm a social worker. I hear you.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about. That war on drugs is a financial uplift for our country.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is showing the haves and the have-nots. And we got to have more of you involved in the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? So social media for social change. That's what I do it. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. They locked me up because I applied for Martin Luther King's job. Nobody ever applied for that job. Everybody want to be Michael Jordan or LeBron James. Who want to be Martin? Who want to be Fred Hampton, who want to be these black leaders that we hail up. We hail up these black leaders, but we don't practice what they preached. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I ain't here to downgrade nobody, but I'm here to bring a light to this, and I'm glad that you chose to speak to me.
Well, thank you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You take best wishes.
All right, what is this event for?
This is Alpha Kappa Alpha, the first black female Greek organization. We're having a meeting here, sir.
All right, well, I'm not gonna do the shorty thing at your meeting, all right? I ain't gonna mic check your
No, we
meeting.
couldn't have you today, sir. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mama say you get more bees with honey than you do a stick. I came here with a honey stick. A honey stick. You feel me? You heard her, the Kappas, the haves versus the have-nots. And I'm not in this by myself. I'm at Morgan State University. So pay attention to this. You feel me? The haves versus the have-nots. In the war on drugs, address the mass incarceration in our communities. Because if not, I got a job to do. Martin taught me this.